Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Rambeard, and you're watching the Old Gods run of Mount Hyjal. Mount Hyjal doesn't have too many bosses, of course. I think it's 5 bosses only. So it was a rather quick run. We did have to wait for players for a long time, somewhere in the middle. So in total, it took us about 2.5 hours, something like that. We had tried this once before, a very long time ago, when we were still in Grill's lair and stuff. And we got stuck on Asgalor, who places a dot on you. And after a while, after a minute I think, it kills you and spawns a Doom God, and you cannot dispel it. And we didn't have enough people for it. Now with better gear and more people, we thought that we could manage. So we went in with renewed hope. The bosses are quite awful, the first 4 at least, because they use a wave system, like all of the first 4 bosses do. So every time you have to kill wave after wave after wave of mobs, and then eventually the boss will spawn. Now the bosses, most of them were not very hard, tactic wise, or mechanic wise I should say, like Rage Winter Chill here. They just took a very long time to kill, because I don't know why, but due to the scaling or something, their health pool was massive for us at the time. We did have pretty good DPS. Of course, we don't have too many DPS. There's only like 5 DPS in the raid, 25 man raid. So I guess that didn't really help either. It's just, if you do have good tanks and good healers, you can survive the fight for a very long time, and then any DPS is fine. You can do it with 1 DPS, it will just take a long time. You can do it with a lot of DPS and that will go fast. And we were kind of in the middle ground. See us fighting Anatheron right here. This was at least a bit more fun than Rage Winter Chill, only due to the fact that those Infernals spawn. So I had something to do as well. My fellow tank had a lot more gear, so he was doing most of the main tanking, and then I'd just pick up the ads. So that was okay, I guess. I was gonna tell you, we had been farming the raid for a bit, because this is the place in Mount Hyjal you can get all those gems. There's like gem nodes that contain some of the best gems in game for us at the moment that we were raiding, but also still at the moment, because we're doing Wrath of the Lich King right now, and these Burning Crusade gems are still the best. So like these weeks we still run Mount Hyjal every week just to get those gems. So pretty good gems, I must say. And here you see Anatheron die, finally. This is the second boss of the first wave set. Is that the correct way to say it? I don't know. And we got some claws of Molten Fury, of course. Awesome things. That was the human settlement, and then you go up the mountain into the orc village, and you work alongside Thrall to take down these next 2 bosses. Took quite a while, because some of our members found a way to glitch out of the map. There is this small trail somewhere in the orc village, and you can go up and kind of like jump along the mountains until you're right on top, and they can jump over the mountains and end in nothingness. And they couldn't die, and we didn't have a warlock, so we couldn't summon them back. So they were kind of stuck there. I'm not really sure. We did get a warlock at some point, so I think we may have summoned them back, and otherwise they probably just Hearthstone and had to fly all the way back. So yeah, that didn't really help make things go faster. As you can see here, kaz'rogal is just, it's not very interesting. Nothing is really happening, and it does take a long time. Just people chatting around in the chat and whatnot. Do take note that like these bosses, I think it's what is it? Kaz'rogal, Asgalore, and the second boss, I forget the name. I think those are the three that are also trash in Hellfire Citadel just before Archimonde, which has quite some flavor, I think. Yeah, this is Asgalore. This is where we got stuck on last time. Some people dying very fast here. We didn't. No, I don't think we did wipe on it. No, we didn't. There's this tactic for if you get the Doom debuff, which kills you after a minute and spawns a Doom God. That if you get it, you just Hearthstone, because if you Hearthstone, you're outside of the raid, so the debuff won't happen. We won't have to deal with the Doom God. We didn't get too many of the debuffs because we were pretty strong on our DPS here, but you see that one of our priests, Thengar, did manage to Hearthstone out, and it got rid of the debuff, so we thought that was quite funny. Our second priest now, like, he's a bit of a scrub, so he didn't manage, unfortunately. We had you can see we had a summoning portal open here, so we tried summoning Thengar back, but unfortunately that didn't work, of course, because you can't summon people while in combat. Other than that, the initial deaths on the pool didn't really matter, because you can see we already got some more people here as people were logging on and as bugs came in, because we stayed queued all the time. So the DPS was quite a lot higher. You can see our shaman came in. He's actually resto main spec, and he went enhancement for this fight, I think, and he topped the damage by a lot. So that was pretty awesome. And eventually we did manage to down Asgalore, so that was really cool, and we got to progress to Archimonde, of course. And oh my, Archimonde was quite an interesting fight. First of all, the aggro range was huge, so we did have one initial wipe because someone pulled it on accident. Then we had a second wipe. I think it was because of I'm not really sure what the ability is called. It's called Shadowfell Burst in Hellfire Citadel. I think it has a slightly different name, and it does the same thing. It's where one person is shut up, and everyone around him is also shut up into the air. And we didn't. You can't soak the damage or anything. People just have to die, unless they use this item that you can get from Terenas just before you pull the boss that slows your falling speed. People weren't aware or something, I'm not really sure, and they didn't use it, so we had a lot of people die to that. It was also kind of awkward with the fire and whatnot, I don't know, and we wiped it once. The second time went super smooth though, just got hero popped, everyone popped their cooldowns and whatnot, and you can see the DPS is quite good for our group. So it just fell over. The bursts were handled nicely. The fire was not too much of a problem, so that was really good. It was really fun. You can see he enters his last phase where all the wisps come flying in, just like how it went down for real with Furion. So that was really awesome. And we got the guild achievement and everything. So it wasn't too interesting of a run, but it was quite a lot of fun. The guild achievement and everything, so that was awesome. After this we tried Sunwell, but we unfortunately did not get past the first boss, which was very rough. It's a very rough fight, but we did get good progress on it, and it was an awesome fight. This was all on a Saturday, because Saturday is a normal raid day, and we tried the fight again on Sunday, but that day is the day my father had his birthday, so I wasn't there for the raid. They did pug it, the rest of the guild, and they managed to down kill Jaden actually, so that was really good on the second day. I think it took a very long time though, like from 2 till 6 they raided, I'm pretty sure. And that's when we moved on to Wrath the Lich King. So there's no video of Sunwell, but the next video will probably be the lairs, I think, like Anixia's lair, and the Obsidian Sanctum, Eye of Eternity, and Next Ramus, I think. Probably split those in 2 videos. So yeah, you got that to look forward to. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.